Alright, so this is the current build of Niv-Mizzet that we'll be using going forward in Explorer Ranked for some fun. It's my own build, one I'm particularly fond of. It is using the Lesson Learn package. So for those who don't know, it's built around Niv-Mizzet Reborn, Wooburg, 6/6 Flying Dragon. When it enters the battlefield, we flip the top 10 cards of our library and we put, for each colour pair, we put a single card that we find into our hand. So our deck is built entirely around multi-card synergies. So before we go into the multi-card, let's go with what we are running from the new set. The big score, we're trying out Astral Cornucopia. It's a 3-mana rock that does some fixing, but it also has an important ability that whenever you cast an instant or whenever you cast a spell, you may gain life once per turn based on how many colours it has. Incidental life gain is something I've really come around on, particularly with the Cram Session deck here. So the other reason we have this is we are still running the Amelia Beneferis Aguela and Wildgrowth Walker combo. For those who don't know, if we have Amelia on the battlefield and Wildgrowth Walker and we gain life or explore, we will explore with Amelia, then we will trigger Wildgrowth Walker to gain free life, which will trigger Amelia's second ability, and basically we'll gain about 60 life, wipe the board, and potentially kill our opponent with a single attack. Those are our two main synergies. We're built around Niv-Mizzet Reborn and this combo. So to facilitate both those, we have several other things. We have Edgar the Charmed Groom. He pumps vampires, but also he's just a very hard to remove threat, short of exile. If he gets killed, he comes back as the Coffin, which makes 1/1 creatures and then eventually flips back into the Edgar. We have Kellen, the Inquisitive Prodigy. This to replace our Growth Spiral because he essentially has... Tell the Suspect is essentially kind of a Growth Spiral, and later we can play him as a flying threat to get doing. The big hitter we got from Outlaws of Frontier Junction, we have Layla, Undefeated Sharpshooter. She gives all our multicolored spells plot when we cast them. So if she's on the field, any of our 2-colored instants or sorceries, we cast them, they'll go into plot and we can cast them again later. She's insanely good value. And she also has prowess because she needed another ability. Going into that, let's go into our spells now. We have our 4 Cram Sessions, which are our Learn package. So this lets us gain 4 life and learn. So in our sideboard, our Learn package consists of Pest Summoning to gain us blockers if we need it. Mascot Exhibition is a huge finisher for 7 mana. We have Environmental Studies for fixing. We have the Containment Breach to deal with artifacts and enchantments, and we have Basic Conjuration to dig for one of our creature payoffs. We are a bit lighter on the Learn package because we only have 3 Learn spells, so odds are we'll only cast these twice maybe. We also have Solid Removal with Molten Collapse. World Soul's Rage is a ramp/X burn spell that can get back lands if we've cycled them or dumped them in the graveyard. I just genuinely like this card as a good burn/. Also, turn 3, burning for 1, dropping another land from our hand to ramp us is still very good. For instance, we have 3 mana Cosmic Rebirth. This is discard protection. It basically allows us to return anything that we might get forward seized. They take away our Niv or our Layla, but also it lets us immediately return Amelia or Wildgrowth Walker to the battlefield to finish the combo. Then we'll gain free life, setting off the chain of events to basically go crazy. With that in mind, we have 4 Helixes to gain life and burn stuff. Obviously with the Cornucopia this is insane because it reads as do 3 damage, gain 5 life. Ojutai's Command is another effect to return Amelia Beneferis or Wildgrowth Walker. We can instantly return it and gain life to trigger the combo. You got to remember, modal cards trigger down the stack. So first we'll return Amelia, then we'll gain the 4 life. Or we can counter a creature spell and draw a card. So very good active modes either way. Time and Scorn to bounce destroy creatures, as you say, banishing verse, Solid Removal for any monocolored permanent. Rest of our lands here are lands. Won't go through them in detail. So, rest of our deck, we have Pest Control for the Hyper Aggro Boros deck. Just trying that out. We have No More Lies for Control, and we have a Deafening Silence for Phoenix and a Deafening Clarion. You might ask why we're running Leylines. Well, we are running Gigantha as a companion, but also I found Leylines to be less effective now that all of them are running like a playset of Ojutara to just bounce it and then have their crazy graveyard turn. that's the deck, so keep eye open for gameplay. We'll put a link to the deck in all the videos if you want to check it out, and in this video below.